In our first blog around writing a killer CV, we talked about your CV as a sales document. And subsequently, we covered off an example CV and talked through how to structure the content of your CV. Last week, we talked about what we really don't want you to do when writing your CV, and this week we're going to talk about what we want you to do. So please do keep to one typeface and limit formatting in your CV. If you keep one typeface, size and typeface, you can alter it by bolding, or you can make it into italics, but try and keep that same typeface all through the document in the same size. It makes for a much cleaner looking document, and therefore it's easier to read. And then limit formatting. I'm not sure if you're aware, but a lot of recruiters reformat your CV to make it uniform and in the same sort of style. And if there's a lot of formatting in there, it makes our life very difficult. And also a lot of formatting in a CV makes your CV look busy and difficult to read. Again, back to the principle of your CV as being a sales document. Keep it neat, clean, white space, not a page full of type. The next thing, and this is critical, I hear this over and over again from clients, that candidates don't check the spelling and grammar in their CV. I know that in our business and in many other recruitment businesses and in the HR teams within our client businesses, less than 30 seconds is spent on your CV, and if the first thing the reader uncovers is a spelling error or a grammatical error, most often that's the last they look at your CV. It really is absolutely fundamental, critical. I can't stress it enough. Spell check, because I can tell you if I'm reading a CV and it's full of spelling errors, whether you're the best candidate in the world, I will not call you. Now, the other point I wanted to raise, please do put context around your responsibilities and achievements. I've spoken about this in previous blogs, but you know, we really need to know, for example, if you're an accounts payable officer and you're doing end-to-end and it's extremely high volume and very complex and you're having to code all of the invoices that you're processing, that's a bigger job than somebody who just does data input or just does payments or just does checking or coding. So put some context around your CV. If you're in payroll and you're paying 1,000 people and having to interpret various instruments to come to pay rates rather than the system being completely automated and doing it for you, you need to add that to your CV. If you're a financial controller in a business that is fraught with systems that don't talk to one another and you've inherited a mess, or the business is going through massive growth or is downsizing, or there's been a lot of M&A activity, whatever it is that's impacted or made your role more difficult, more complex, that needs to be mentioned, and you add that into your achievements. So again, please do include that in your CV. Now, I want you to add dates to your education and to your roles, and I hear this a lot. I think that candidates kind of avoid putting dates in. For example, if you're more than 40 years of age, you don't want to write there when you completed your HSC. I think it's just a waste of time doing that. I often take a brief from a client and they ask me for somebody who's more senior. They want to see somebody with a bit of grey hair. So I don't think there's anything to be afraid of in adding your dates, and it really all it does is add credibility to that qualification. If you say where you completed the degree and what year you completed it and a proper name for the degree, not BCom, you know, it's a Bachelor of Commerce, and if you don't tell us what university you did it at, then it kind of, I think it takes away from the fact that you've completed the degree. The other point to make was, please do keep your software relevant. I often see lists of software in CVs and, you know, they're a mile long. If you haven't used that piece of software in several years and you would struggle to immediately to pick it up again, then drop it off the list. Keep that list succinct and current, and it is core. It's a core skill that you're listing in that in that list of software skills, then it's relevant and it looks more credible if it's a short, succinct list and it's full of current to the market software. So I hope this has been helpful. Again, if you're struggling with writing a CV and you need help, we do offer a CV writing service. Just give us a call, 8765 9700. Any one of us here at My Horizon can help you. Talk to you soon.